everybody, and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have some holiday book reading recommendations because nothing says Christmas like reading some holiday books, especially once it starts getting cold and you can have the fireplace on and hot chocolate, and it's fantastic. So I've got plenty of books to share with you, so I'm just going to get started. So two YA books, because I'm just going to get them right off the bat and get them out of the way. Last year I read My New Crush Gave to Me by Shani Petroff. This wasn't necessarily like a 5-star read, but it was definitely like one of those books that just like put you in the moment, put you in the mood, and it was a really, really fast-paced read because it was YA and it's short. It's about a girl who really likes this guy, and they have like this like crush system where there's like a secret Santa, and she wants to get her crush like the perfect gift. So she kind of tag teams with like her best friend to find her crush this perfect gift. And you know how storylines like that go. So it was definitely really fun. Again, not something that's going to be amazing, but something that is just going to put you right in the right mindset, in the right mood. And then this book, though, I gave this book 5 stars, and I really kind of, if I have time, aka I won't have time, but if I had time, I would love to reread this one, and that is The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Cynthia Hand. I love Cynthia Hand in general, so I loved this book, and it's about a girl who ends up becoming basically one of the, I think she's the gift of Christmas past or present, I can't remember. Yeah, Ghost of Christmas Past, because she kind of works for like the Scrooge network, so they kind of find like real life Scrooges in the real world, and then they kind of go visit them. So it was a lot of fun. I really liked this book and this cover, guys. If you haven't seen the hardcover, it is like absolutely gorgeous. Like, this video is obviously not doing it justice, so if you haven't seen it, go find it because it's amazing. Some standalone books that I have for you. There's obviously, you can't go wrong with Debbie Macomber and Call Me Mrs. Miracle. This is also a movie. There's other ones for this series too, but this is the only one that I've picked up so far. But it's really cute, really fun, and like I said, it's already like a Hallmark movie, so if you like Hallmark movies, you'll enjoy this book. And then these two books I also read last year and really, really enjoyed. That is The Christmas Sisters by Sarah Morgan. I gave this book 5 stars. This follows a bunch of sisters in Scotland, I want to say, if I remember correctly, and it's like this Christmas that brings all 3 of the sisters together. I don't really remember too much more than that, but all I remember is I really, really enjoyed this one, so much so that I cannot wait to get to her release for this year. So if you love sisters, you're going to love this book. And then I also really enjoyed The White Christmas Inn by Colleen Wright. And this is following an inn that almost, like, it's snowing, and then they all kind of get, like, kind of trapped in this inn because the roads are kind of icy. And I really enjoyed this one as well. It's kind of one of those, like, close-knit, like, obviously puts you in that mindset of Christmas and the snow. And it just, like, really is atmospheric and puts you there. And I enjoyed this one as well. Especially getting to know all the different storylines of why these people are stuck at this inn, and it's a really fun read. Again, really, really short, so you can fly through this one. Then I have 2 that are like bind-up novellas. They're not always like my favorite thing to read, but I do enjoy them from time to time. I never really give them 5 stars or anything like that. But I know that some people really like anthologies like that, so I thought I'd share them. The first one I still have is That Mistletoe Moment by Kat Johnson, Kate Angle, and Allison Charles. I found this on Book Outlet years ago. It has 3 stories called Made Up, Mixed Up, and Matched Up. And so it says, as the holidays descend, 3 single women take a thoroughly modern approach to good old-fashioned romance and wonder if the best and most complicated gift of all is just a click, tap, or swipe away. So I remember this one being really fun, and I think I gave this one 3 stars, which is typically what I give bind-ups just because it's hard to get fully invested in a story that's really short, but I do enjoy that one. And then the other one I've read forever ago. You know it's forever ago when there's a border sticker on here, and that is The Naughty List by Donna Kaufman, Cynthia Eden, and Susan Fox. These stories are called Naughty But Nice, All I Want for Christmas, and Tattoos and Mistletoe. So yeah, I remember really enjoying this one. I don't know too many more details about this one because I read it forever ago, but it stuck with me to the point of keeping it all these years later. So definitely one to check out. And then I've got books that are like first books in series. So like they are, actually one is the second book in the series, but like they are companion novels to the point where the rest of the books don't take place at Christmas, but these ones do. So the first one is The Winter Wedding Plan by Olivia Miles. This is technically like the sequel, but the first book takes place in the summertime. I still would recommend reading the first book before this one, but if you really don't care, you can read out of order. It doesn't matter. But this follows a woman, and she just kind of wants a second chance. She has made a lot of mistakes in her life, and she's coming back to home, and she is just trying to fix her life. And she's kind of betrayed her sister. We know that from the first book that her sister and her do not really get along, so it's them trying to figure out how to get along, and she's planning her sister's wedding. So, again, if you watch my other video, you know I love weddings in wintertime, so this one is definitely one to check out. This book is the first book in a series, and that is Mistletoe on Main Street by Olivia Miles. The only downside to this series is they only come in mass market paperbacks, so if you don't really like mass market paperbacks, I would tell you to pick up the ebook. But this book takes place in a cozy small town, and you know me, I love cozy small town reads, and this girl is coming home for Christmas. She has not been home in a really long time, and on her way home, her car breaks down, and this guy comes to help her, and of course, it's a guy that she has broken hearts with, and their second chance romance. So, really cute. I love this cover, and I really can't wait to continue with the series. I have book 2. I haven't gotten to it yet, but this book was really, really good. Another book that is a first book in a series is Falling Like Snowflakes by Denise Hunter. This is a summer harbor novel series, but don't let the summer harbor part throw you, because the rest of the books kind of take place around summertime. This one takes place in winter, if you couldn't tell from the cover. I really enjoyed this book. This also takes place on a Christmas tree farm. So obviously, definitely puts you in the atmospheric Christmas moment. Denise Hunter does write Christian fiction, but like I've said, whenever I recommend Christian fiction, I'm not a huge Christian fiction person in the first place. So like if a book is really super preachy, I won't enjoy it. So I don't take these books as super preachy. I feel like there's like little subtle moments here or there where there is some religious belief in there, but like it's not jamming it down your throat. If it was jamming it down your throat, I wouldn't be recommending it, and I wouldn't like it. So this just is a really cute romance, and I recommend this one. And then I've got 2 more sets of books to talk about. This is an incomplete series at this point, but it's fun to at least get you started. Book 3 comes out next year, and if you follow me, you probably know what I'm talking about. And that is Winter in Paradise by Ellen Hildebrand and What Happens in Paradise by Ellen Hildebrand. Book 1 starts off on, I want to say, New Year's Eve or something like that. So it takes place around that holiday, wintry time. But the one cool thing is it actually takes place down in, I want to say St. Martin, if I remember correctly. No, St. John. I don't know where I got St. Martin from. St. John's. So you kind of get the wintry vibe, but you also get the summer beachy vibe. So it's really fun. This is kind of a mystery going on plus romance. So this woman, she gets a phone call that her husband has died in a plane crash in St. John. But the funny thing is, she didn't know he was even in St. John. And she kind of realizes that he had kind of a second life. So she goes down with her sons to try to figure out what's going on. And then there's also another character whose best friend died in the car accident with this man. So we're following her, and like I said, love story, but also mystery. So definitely a good series to check out. I cannot wait for book 3 next year to figure out what was really going on in the whole situation. So cannot wait for book 3. So if you would like to get a jump start for next year, you can at least read book 1 and book 2. And following the trend with Ellen, I love the Winter Street novels. These are really short, so they're really easy to get through, but they will tug at your heartstrings. This family that this follows, and it takes place on Nantucket, you will end up bawling your eyes out by the end of this series. It is such a good series, and they're quick, short reads, so you could easily, if you wanted to, binge the entire series if you wanted to. I Would love to reread it and binge this entire series, but I just don't have the time to do that. But we've got Winter Street, which is book 1. Winter Stroll, which is book 2. Need to take these stickers off. Winter Storms, which is book 3. And then the last one is Winter Solstice. And guys, like I said, you will bawl your eyes out. It follows a family who own an inn on Nantucket and their trials and tribulations. And so good. This will definitely put you in the winter spirit. I would love to go to Nantucket for winter just to like experience what these characters experience, because there are some really cool things that just put you in that holiday mood. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got some ideas of something that you might want to read this holiday season. If you have a favorite holiday book, let me know down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody.